And this is a video that I made. This is for your big pal Al. I made this, let's see what the date was, July 25th, not too long ago, in the middle of summer, or just before the middle of summer. And you can't read this, but I'll read it for you. He wrote, this was 6 days ago. I just saw this. I'm sorry, bro. I had no idea you even made this video. Thank you so much for your kind words. YouTube doesn't notify me of mentions. And you can't go to his page because, and by the way, I also should say that I made a couple of posts. I think the last community post I made to Al was about somebody dying on the job for 4 days at Wells Fargo. Nice still bank there. It's okay. But yeah, you can't go to Al Smith, because that's how it is. Now, such a weird time we're living in. This is the Hall of Mirrors. The Hall of Mirrors. I'm beside myself right now because it's a crossover. True Force Loneliness and my Captain's Vlog. This would be, the star date would be, what is it? 20240908. Happy Star Trek Day, by the way. Al. Now, I was going to wait until today to do this video because I thought, let's give Al a little time to kind of get back into spirits. Now, True Force Loneliness, you know, when you're by yourself, you have to figure out what you do. You can either be an incel and terrorize people. You could be a hermit. You could be a nomad, just wandering around. You could do volunteering. You could do speakeasies. You could perform on stage at a park. Or you could do YouTube videos or TikTok videos or Facebook videos or Instagram videos or whatever. Okay? You already know what I do because you're already seeing it. I've seen some of Al's videos that go back 8 years, okay? He started his channel right before the announcement of Ghostbusters 2016, or Answer the Call. And we know how that movie did. And I love that video so much of Al with his prop gun. Can't tell you what he was trying to imitate, but the Japanese word is jisatsu. So you know what that, I hope I don't get in trouble. Your video will be demonetized for jisatsu. Well, maybe too many Japanese are saying that, or karahiri. But anyway, that was it. Gozer's takeout food. That was cringe. So let me also say this. I have criticized Eric July for his the fact that he's a big YouTuber, right? And he talks shit about Supergirl. Doesn't mean that he's a good writer and artist. Okay, it doesn't mean that he's that good. And that's all the shit talking I do. Some people like Frog Tony will, go on about Eric July. Every single post is about Eric July. That's what Frog Tony does. And I unsubscribed from him because I'm like, dude, just do your own material. Do your own thing. Don't talk about what Eric July had for breakfast, what color his shit was. People don't care. People want to see, if you're so great, if you're better than July, show us the Frog comics. Show us who you are. Don't talk shit. Okay? And I say this because we're going to get back to Al in a moment. So there's a whole thing with $10 Slimer and Al. And I watched both videos. I watched everything. Honestly, this is all that I saw. This is all I saw. I'm like, it's like Charlie Brown's teacher. I'm just like, this is me. Like with Peppermint Patty, where she's like got her head back on the desk. That's it. Like, I just don't care. Like, is it that important? Is it really that important? No, I don't think it is. I think it's all bullshit. Now, I bring up TFL because I think while Al Smith never uses that in his videos, he's had a lonely life, but he's had friends. I don't know. Now, maybe $10 is right. Maybe he can be a piece of shit. Hell, I can be a piece of shit. I don't know. I do know from what I could tell, Al has been polite to me. I've been polite to Al. Everything's been mostly cordial as far as how he treats me. How he treats other people, I don't know. I don't try to ask. You know, if he does something criminal on the side, I don't want to know about it. Okay, as long as it doesn't involve my ass, I don't really ask. It's not my place to ask. I also think that what $10 Slimer did in hindsight was wrong, because it's like, why couldn't you settle this between friends? Or maybe you have an excuse to say, well, I did, but this happened. I'm like, why do an hour video about it? Why do an hour? You did, you wore, I mean, yeah, there are videos where he just shows his face, but you know, you and your friend have these weird knitted masks on, the ones with the squid and shit. And I'm like, and they talk about Al for about an hour and 15 minutes. And there's another like half hour video in response to Al. So there's this whole pissing match. Now, you know my channel. I don't really do that. I don't waste my time talking shit about other people unless it's a damn good reason, okay? If $10 Slimer said hemophiliacs are pieces of garbage, or Mexicans are pieces of garbage, something like, or everybody's garbage, then I will say something then. Until then, I don't get involved. But the reason I am making this video, reflecting on all of this, is because Al Smith for Ghostbusters has locked off his account, his set account to private. Now, when you're getting into an argument with somebody that was your friend. Now, by the way, like Al Smith has been part of like chats. So if you look up Al Smith Ghostbusters in the YouTube, you'll see like 8-year-old videos of him talking to other people about the 2016 Ghostbusters and what it's going to be like, if the movie was good, or reviewing the movie with what's her face, Melissa McCarthy, and whatever that one comedian that I can't even think of her name right now. But yeah, I mean, that movie was cringe. But yeah, Al Smith is part of this sort of chat room, multi-participant video where everybody's talking about the movie. And that's about it. Do I think Al Smith's a saint? No. Do I think $10 Slimer's any better? Probably not. I don't put either one on a moral high pedestal. That is never going to fucking happen. I have learned from my family to never take sides. Whose side do I take? If you can see me, I have answered your question. But however, having said all that, because $10 Slimer is still on, okay? Talk about Lincoln Park or whatever. Al, when you lock off your account shortly after you talk about $10, you look guilty. You seem guilty. You appear guilty, okay? And I know you understand what I mean by that. You look guilty. You look incredibly guilty. You look like you've got something to hide. Now, I could be talking shit, and maybe I'm completely wrong. But when you take off like that, like you're hiding all your videos, you're hiding all your shorts, you're hiding all your community posts. And I said this, and I'm going to say this now. One of the posts you made about that, I took down this video, which you do a lot of. I called you out on it, and you took down that post. Now, I didn't want to identify you, but now I am, because you're not even here. And I know you're probably watching this one because you saw the last video that I did before I mentioned you. But you look guilty, man. I'm not saying you should be on YouTube every day or every week or every hour. And when you idolize somebody like Boogie 2988, and even worse, Review Tech USA, if you do, I mean, those are not good audios to follow at all. Collie UK, look him up. COLLIEUK. Vine Sauce, Varg Skeletor. Those are the people, and Classic Game Room. Look up those 4 people: Varg Skeletor, Vine Sauce, Classic Game Room, and Collie UK. Those are the people I look up to. I don't idolize many other people than those people. They don't get into politics. They don't get into too many things. Now, I do. The only way I talk about politics is I'll shit on everybody. I'll shit on Trump. I'll shit on the people who hate Trump. But I don't tell anybody who to vote for. You want to vote for somebody? Good. But know why you're doing it. And I would ask people, don't do it because that TV told them, their favorite celebrity told them what to think. Like, think for yourself. That's it. And I'll probably mention your big pal Al in case you do come back. But taking off like that, saying that $10 Slimer is wrong, and then locking off your whole account makes you look like everything that he said was absolutely correct. And you could say, well, there was a misunderstanding, but like, look, you got to think for yourself. You can't have it both ways. You can't be this guy that wants to be completely private and then have a YouTube account and then put out videos and then you're kind of a public figure. I mean, you're more public than me. Nobody cares about what I'm doing. And the only person that ever talked shit about me was Ian Eggplant. And Ian Eggplant was like trying to say, like, my voice, this is my voice. Oh, I'm not a child predator with my voice. I'm not a pedo. Like that's the way he sounded. I don't know if he had a throat infection or smoker's throat or whatever it was, but that's the way he sounded. This guy trolled me, and I blocked him. I ended up blocking him from my stuff. But I was talking about finding a gun because the sheriff's department was looking for a gun. And I walked home from Universal Studios, and they said, "Oh, have you seen anything?" And then I saw the gun just walking home. It wasn't like I was looking for it. It was right there, and the sheriffs found it and took it for their investigation. And Ian Eggplant was like, "Oh, wait, if anybody knows anybody who owns this gun," I'm like, "You motherfucking inbred. This was a criminal investigation. They were supposed to find the gun so they can go in, and because maybe that gun was used to try to shoot somebody or kill somebody. Like, if you're going to troll somebody or retaliate, do it right." So that's the only time I've ever been trolled. Okay, other than that, I don't get into YouTuber fights or YouTuber wars. I do and I think for myself. And I don't try to contradict myself. I don't even know what exactly I'm going to do for my content. But I'm always changing. I'm always morphing. And I don't want people telling me I'm stupid or wrong because you don't agree. You don't have to agree with me. But yeah, Al, you look like everything that they're saying about you is right. You want to prove them wrong? Come on back. Come on back and make some better videos. You don't have to do it now, but to lock off your whole account, or if you don't want $10 to have any input, just block his comments. You can block off his comments. You can do that. If he's not your friend anymore and you're not talking to him, why the hell are you gone off of fucking YouTube? Do you understand what I'm saying? It makes you look bad. So that's all I got to say. That's all I wanted to talk about with this. I got better things to do with my damn time, wasting it on this. So I don't even know if I'm going to put my Eternia playset together. I think it's, if I don't continue on with it, it's going to be too much work. Just spending a lot of money. And I think I want to spend my money in better places. Yeah, I do. Amaya Miller is attended the Yellowstone launch party, or the wrap party. They wrapped up Yellowstone, the series on Paramount. So I'm happy. I hope Madison does well. That's a spinoff. I think they want to see how well Yellowstone does, and then do the Madison shooting, and then go on from there. So that's all I can think about right now. That's all I want. I want positive things. I want positive things, just like the immortal John Hancock. Positive stuff. So let's get positive. Let's do that. And until next time, hopefully I'll see you all again soon, whenever that is.